This is Patrick on New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Very happy to have Patrick with Patchworks back on the show. Today, he's gonna give us a tour of this Ford E250 custom camper van. I love all his creativity. This is a couple's camper and it's really cool inside and out. So join us.
Hey there, Patrick. It's good to see you. I always appreciate being on the channel. This is my latest build. Like you said, it's an E250 and I've named it Acorn. I'll give you a look around. It might be different than what you've seen before, so it's exciting and we can get into it. It's one of the newer models I've done myself. I usually stick with T1N Sprinter vans, which don't come this new. This one does. It does have a bit of a crash. Somebody had a mishap. It wasn't me. It's non-structural. It looks like that. When you're going down dirt roads having fun, you'll care a little bit less. We've got a little window in there. This is cool. You'll see from the inside. It flips up this way, so when it's raining, you can still have it open, which is important in a small space. There's a roof rack and there's another bar. Something special with this is whoever buys it can pick the systems they want to put. So eventually there will be solar panels and roof decks and stuff like that up there. There's a max air fan. Obviously those are great. Back doors. I'll show you the garage because it's not too complicated. So we'll get that over with. It's big, it's open, it's accessible. Sometimes you have garages that are too deep and it's hard to get stuff. That's not something I wanted to do here. It's very open, clean, you can put stuff there. All your gear, extra pockets where you can make them, hook things on there, bungee cords, and then the electrical system will go there. That's not much to look at. I went on a little trip and needed something, but that gives us light for now. And then of course, you can see the bed from back there. It does more, but when you're camped in beautiful places, you can open the doors, enjoy the breeze and the views. Boom. Boom. Come back around to the front, another little cubby hole with some nice little hooks. It's important to dry stuff. I often have wet socks. It's a good place for it. And then that's inside. The first thing you might notice is that the kitchen comes with the door. This is an idea I had for a while. It works well here. When you're in a low top van, you're gonna wanna be cooking outside and at camp. This is a way to do it. And a problem you could have is that it's too high. Right now, the ground's not even. Things aren't always perfect. So something you can do with this, just pull it off, put it on a log, put it on a picnic bench, put it on the ground, wherever you want, and you can get to cooking. French cleats to put it back on there. If you're going down crazy roads, it locks in. There's also a little flip-up counter there to make it look nice. Boom. And a flip-up door. Instead of this opening like a door, it opens like a table. Boom. Leg pops down. This sits like this. You can put shade over here and you're cooking, enjoying life, enjoying the good things that the universe has given us. We'll slide in here. I'll tell you a little bit more about it. This is a cool little stool. This is kind of important in a vehicle like this. You want to be able to move around. You don't want to be on your knees. Something that's rolly and has storage for your most used items is pretty good. I like this stool a lot. I'll probably get one for myself. The floor is really solid, life-proof. It's waterproof, it's scratch resistance, all that good stuff. When you're adventuring, you make messes, good floors are good for that. The swivel seat up front is always good. It opens up the space a lot. It pulls out with other features, so you can be sitting across from each other, excuse me. This pulls out really far, so you get pretty darn close. Boom, and if you want to be working while enjoying that view or that view, somebody else is over there working on that space. It's pretty versatile. That's something I want to do. It's a small space, and I like making small space work. So this was my best attempt at that. Boom. There's also in the front, there's a dash cam, which is nice. If you're doing and investing in something, you should have a dash cam. It looks forward and backwards. Other than that, it's not too crazy up there. Everything works. Power windows, power mirrors, all of that. Boom. And the stool stores right in there, which is honestly quite nice because while you're sitting there, it gives you more armrest space. I leave my notebook there often. And then when you get to doing stuff, it pops out, it locks itself in. If it got strapped in or bolted in or something, it just wouldn't be usable because it wouldn't be quick. So that was a quick way to do it. I can pull this in now, kind of give you a full view of if you're in here by yourself, and you can see how this stool is versatile. When you're cooking, making food, pull out more counter, you can get to your sink, get to your stove. You can show that more. If you need even more counter space, that kind of things happens. It's nice. I like it. You're surrounded by counter space for such a small thing without a big piece of counter. It's good to have options that are quick and easy and one-handed. The rest of this is all just a bunch of drawers. I'm currently holding some of my stuff. They're nice. They're in line. They close. This one's big enough to fit bags of chips, which is always important. And then a closet up here that opens up. This is part of whoever buys it. They might want shelves. They might want to be able to hang stuff. They want my mirrors or baskets or a showcase or something else. Who knows? This is outdoor vinyl, which might seem strange, but it's super lightweight. It's super easy to clean. If there got moisture or condensation or anything like that, it wouldn't soak into the wood and create mold or anything like that. It's a plastic. And it's super easy to run stuff behind it, and it's also very thin. In a space like this, you bring wood in, thickens it up. This is really good for that. The whole thing is spray foam insulated underneath, and the floor has a 1/2 inch of foam board insulation. So condensation is not a big thing, but you live in a van, these things happen. There is space behind here for your tall things. Right now, there's some Reflectix for the front windows, but your broom and your bag and all that kind of stuff can go back there. Fairy lights all around because everybody loves a vibe. And these lights are on a switch here, which took a while to find the right spot because you want to be able to get to it from the door and from the bed and from in the space. And this thing moves, but this is a good spot. Lights should dim. There's also a little reading light you can see through the tree here. Boop. And while we're over here, you can check out the medicine cabinet. A big sink for such a small van. I'm a big fan of big sinks. If you don't have a big sink, you're never going to use it. The faucet comes out. When that door is open, it goes outside, so you can also spray. And this is currently running with a rinse kit system, which is tucked in under the bench here, which is kind of neat. It's an original system that doesn't have a power thing. That is a temporary gray water tank. Obviously, when they pick their tanks and their systems, we'll put something else in. On this side is permanent counter space, which is always nice. More drawers for whatever you need it for, I suppose. That one comes out too. This is holding all my camera gear, Patchworks and their cameras. And this is a big old slot that fits a Cuddy composting toilet. That's my favorite composting toilet. Life in a van for me would be very different without it. So that space is there if somebody wants to add it. If not, it's good for shoes or bulk items or that kind of stuff. And to show off a thing, I held this piece of wood for a very long time. Might be hard to see in the light, but there's a couple gorillas in there, which I think is fun. You're living in life, having fun in the woods, and you spot that. I think it might make you smile. Boom. We got a table here that swivels out. I can slide back onto the couch here. And then, of course, this becomes an ottoman. And then you're big chilling. Somebody's big chilling over there. Someone's big chilling over here. It's all about big chilling. This is the little window from the inside. You can see how it opens up. Like I said, it's open in the rain, which is important to keep air moving. And it's also put in a place that doubles with this max air fan. So when you're sitting here in the main spot or taking a nap, the air is coming in and out and moving. It's farthest from the doors. It's strategic. It makes sense. It's a good fan. This goes around and just clicks in like that. Under here is a bunch of bulk storage. It's where the diesel heater will go if somebody wants it. Otherwise, you can make it into more drawers if that's better or whatever they need. Same with this corner. And then this corner is the fridge. You can pull the fridge all the way out so that if you're cooking, you don't have to crawl in and out. If you need stuff from the fridge, you can just put it by the door. When these cushions are cut in their final form, it'll just open here so you don't have to move the fridge at all, which I like for a small space. You don't want to put things where your feet are because your feet are already there. So this will open up. That'll come later when we reach that time. I showed this before, but you might not have been able to see it. Just another little drawer there, which has this that pops in, which is good for just more counter space in general, but this also covers the sink if you don't need a sink and you need counter space. Boom. Little shelf up here to hold things. That's always good. Accents and that sort of things. And then the bed. I think it's important to always have a place to lay down. And in a couples camper, 2 people have to be able to do that. So it gets bigger. But it's always there if you don't, and somebody could lay on the couch while somebody's lying up here. I've taken a good amount of naps on here. I was kind of surprised how well it worked. But this is rather simple. This cushion in its final form will come up to fill the space. This piece of wood pulls out. That cushion goes back. Bang. It's more simple when you're not on camera. Boom. That's there. This cushion will go up and it becomes decently close to a full-size bed. It's 54 inches wide, which is as wide as a full-size bed, but it's only 6 foot long, which is good for a lot of people, but not for everybody. Boom. A smaller couple would definitely be fitting better there. It pops up rather easily, which is a good thing. If things take too long, you're never going to do them. And that's that. I showed you under there.
This is a really cool build.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's a low-top Econoline van.
Yes.
So it's very stealth. I mean, if someone really wants to be stealth, I like the fact that it has these bars on the windows. So
I agree.
If someone wants to do a smash and grab, it's going to be much harder to grab your stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a 2011 E250. And how many miles?
It's got 150,000 miles. I'm the second owner. I have the full stack of paperwork for its maintenance. It's a really solid grab. I only like to build on good chassis, and it's a good one.
And you could parallel park this in the city if you want. It's probably only 18 and a half feet, 19 feet long.
Very short, very low. You can fit in parking garages and that kind of stuff. As a high topper, I can never do that, so that's nice with this.
And what's nice about it, it's fairly affordable, and someone could buy it from you and then finish it out with extra systems if they want it, right? So right now, does it come with the jack, or is that just something you put in it so we could power it up?
It's something I put in there. If you wanted it, I could, I'd throw you a bone. But the idea is that different people have different needs. Some people might want to use it for a weekender. Some people might want to go full time. They might want to have different capabilities. So it doesn't make sense for me to put a power system in there that works for somebody but not somebody else. So whoever wants to get it, they can pick how big they want to go, how many panels. And the same with the water tanks and the diesel heaters and all the little touches of storage. It's just, it fits them better. When you're living in a small space, I made this flow as much as I can manage. It takes a long time to sit in here and build it slow and figure out what I really want to do so it works. I've spent a lot of years on the road and I can kind of figure that out. But I get to so many points where it's like, I know what would be best for me, but I don't know what this next person is going to want. So then I leave it. And then they can choose, and then it works better for everybody.
And you're very engaged in the nomadic and the van life lifestyle.
For sure.
These floor plans that you come up with are based on the way you use it and people you know use it.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Not having a dedicated bathroom or dedicated shower area or a bed that takes up the whole floor plan is smart, because you might have a group of people hanging out in here for the day. So having the seat I'm sitting in and that whole bench seat across the back is really nice, because
it's a lot of seating.
Floor plan up quite a lot. I mean, it looks like you're way back there on camera. And then the fact that if it is a solo traveler, all they need is a single bed.
Yeah.
But if you want to slide it out and make it into a double, you do have that option.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'll put a link in the description so our viewers can click over to your ads, or they could check it out if it's not sold beforehand. You know how it always happens to us. You film these videos and
then it's gone.
And you're like, oh, you already sold it.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people see Patrick on the videos and they reach out and they'll get their own custom build done.
For sure. Yeah. If you're interested, this is what I do. Hit me up and we can make something happen. I like to do the different things. So.
Awesome. This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.